All right, so we are recording. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Brittany, and I'm from a super small hometown in Florida, good old Wauchula. And I am currently in Kissimmee where I'm working. I've also lived in Gainesville and Orlando. And other than that, I was born and raised in Wauchula. So my Beachbody journey started in February of 2015. And at the time, I was in my second semester of grad school, which for the program I was in was like my hardest semester and my most busiest semester. So I saw Jody. She posted her transformation photo, and she wasn't actually my cheerleading coach. She was the JV cheerleading coach when I was on varsity. But I saw that, and I always thought, I never knew she had any weight to lose. To me, Jody had always been extremely small, but because she shared her transformation and where she was at, it kind of sparked something in me, and I just reached out to her to see like what she was doing. And to be completely honest, I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. She's going to, tell me the secret, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be super easy to do. I'm going to lose weight. And then part of me was like, okay, I'm going to do what she says. That way I can tell everyone else that it's fake and that it doesn't work. So I was kind of like in this boat that I thought it was going to be some magic pill or shake or whatever, because I really didn't know what she had been doing. And the other part of me was like, I kind of hope it doesn't work so I can tell everyone it doesn't work. But of course it worked. So anyways, I started with her in like mid-February with doing the 21-day Fix Extreme, and I had chocolate. No, I did actually like the combo pack of Shakeology because I was super nervous about shakes because I was just a person who absolutely hated shakes. So towards the end of my challenge group, I absolutely loved my challenge group. I would literally wake up in the morning, and the first thing I would do would be jump on my phone to see what it was that we were supposed to do that day, what our call to action was, what kind of information was there. So I absolutely loved that. I participated in it because that's just kind of who I am. When I'm there and I'm supposed to be doing something, I just do it. So I absolutely loved it. So towards the end of that, Jody reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be a coach. And of course I was like, no, I don't want to be a coach. Like, I don't have time for that. So I told you I was in my second semester of grad school, and what that looked like for me personally in the program that I was in, I had a full course load of classes. So I believe that was either 4 to 5 classes that were full 4 or 5 credit classes. I was in my first time being in the clinic seeing clients, which meant that I had to plan for sessions, write sessions up, write reports, just all kinds of stuff for these clients that I was seeing. Then on top of that, I was also a graduate assistant at the time, and that required me to work 10 hours a week. And when I say work 10 hours a week, that was like actually being with my professor, and then they also made me do stuff like while I was at home. So to say I was busy was like complete understatement. So I was like, nope, I don't want to coach, not for me. But of course she was like, well, hey, you could get a discount. So I was like, sure, why not? I mean, as a graduate assistant, I was making $200 every 2 weeks, and that was my only income. My family provided me money as far as like to live, but they didn't give me any extra. So anything extra that I wanted to do, like if I wanted to go to the movies or I wanted to go and get my nails done, I had to call my family and say, hey, can you put extra money into my account so I can do X, Y, and Z? So as a graduate assistant, I was making $200 every 2 weeks, and I didn't want to ask my family to purchase Shakeology for me every single month, but I knew that it was crucial for me to stay on it if I was going to continue on in my journey. So when she told me it was going to be a discount, I was like, cool. That makes it a lot more affordable, $99 instead of $130. Sure, sign me up, but that's all I want. I don't want to do anything else. She was like, okay, that's fine. Be a discount coach. And then me just being me, I was sharing stuff on Facebook, not knowing that I was attracting people, not knowing that people would actually reach out to me. So it was more of me just being like dang proud that I was working out and that I was sweating, because before Beachbody, that was not me. I had tried CrossFit, and of course I would get super sweaty, but I really actually hated it. I would go to the gym with my boyfriend and say really mean things to him because I'm not nice sometimes when I work out. And so I was just like a chronic workout quitter, hated it. And so I was really proud of myself that like I was working out daily, that I was sweating, that I was eating healthy, because before Beachbody, I didn't even know how to eat healthy. That just wasn't something we were taught growing up. So I was just really sharing just because I was proud of myself. And that started people reaching out to me, wanting, to know what I'm doing, how they can do it. So I kind of would say that from the time I signed up at the end of, like the very end of February 2015. So from March 2015 through December 2015, I was really just a hobby coach. I just helped people as they reached out to me, as they asked things, I would help them. I did participate in challenge groups. I started running my own challenge groups just because I absolutely loved it, and it kept me going. It kept me accountable to know that other people were looking to me for advice, looking to me for motivation, inspiration, and all of that. So I was like, well, I've got to keep doing this if I'm going to help other people. So that's really what I did for those 10 months, I guess, of 2015. And I looked back and I couldn't find my actual like Success Club report from that month or from that year, but I looked to see like how many people I helped. So I just kind of sort of just this together. So it may not be perfect, but I'm pretty certain that in 2015 I was right around Success Club 42, which means I helped 21 people. A lot of those people were family and very, very close family friends. Very few of those people were actually anyone my age or any of my own friends. It was mostly like my mom's friends. There were a few people I went to college with that tried it because they saw me like in person, the transformation that was happening. So in 2015, I hit Success Club 3 out of 10 months, okay? I want you to hold on to these numbers because I'm going to come back to how I got there. So remember, I wasn't really doing anything as far as like being an active coach. I was really only helping people when they reached out to me. So then January 2016 rolled around, and I don't know, something just kind of set off inside of me, like this fire got lit, and I was just like, excuse my language on this, if you don't cuss, I'm sorry, but kind of questioned myself, like, why are you half-ass doing this? Like, I don't half-ass do anything. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it full out. And so 2016 rolled around, and I was like, nope, I'm going all in. Like, I just need to do this. This is stupid that I'm just halfway doing it. Like, let's see what happens if I actually do what I'm supposed to. If I do what I'm supposed to, I mean like doing my power hour, doing my vital behavior. So I actually started inviting people, which was extremely, extremely scary. I would literally send invites and just close my computer and walk away. Like, that's how scary it was. And I wouldn't even like check messages for quite a while because I was just too scared to see what someone was going to say back to me. I was very, very scared that someone was going to think I was calling them fat. So it was very uncomfortable for me in the beginning of 2016 to invite, but I just started doing it because that's what I was supposed to do. Remember, that's me. I just do what I'm supposed to because that's what I'm told. So I started inviting. I started, posting more publicly, doing that 3 to 5 times a day. I just started doing everything I was supposed to. So last year, I hit Success Club 9 out of 12 months. So a lot more months than I did in 2015. Still not every month, though. And I hit Success Club. My Success Club points were 77, which equals that I helped about 38 people in 2016. So through the course of 2016, let me tell you what my life looked like. I did a part-time externship in that time, externship, same thing. And I was still taking classes, so I still had classes on top of my part-time externship. Then over the summer, I moved to Lakeland to live with my cousin and her then 2-year-old son, who was like batshit crazy. And then, so I was living in Lakeland, traveling to Tampa Monday through Friday for my full-time internship. And I had to leave at like, I don't remember the times exactly, like 6:30 in the morning. I needed to leave Lakeland in order to be to Tampa on time. And then I typically wouldn't get home until I believe like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. On top of that full-time internship, which was basically like a job I wasn't getting paid for, I was still in classes. I had 2 online classes. And on the weekends, I would either travel to Ocala to see my boyfriend, or we would go home to Wauchula. So being on the road 24/7. And I still had my apartment in Orlando, so sometimes I would go there to get some things because I couldn't take everything with me to Lakeland. So that was my summer. When that internship ended, I moved back home while I job searched and apartment searched. Then I moved by myself to Kissimmee to start working a full-time job. My full-time job, I'm working 10 to 11-hour days, which is just stupid. Again, I just do what my boss says because I don't know. That's just all I know to do is just do what someone tells me. She tells me to work these hours. That's what I work. So the whole time that I have been a Beachbody coach, I have been busy, like capital BUSY, busy. So don't let that be an excuse as to why you aren't capable of hitting whatever goals you've set for yourself. Don't let that be the excuse that you keep telling yourself as to why you're not where someone else is, why you're not hitting Success Club, why you're not able to do your power hour. I totally get busy, being here, there, everywhere. That's me. That's still my life. Still on the weekends, I'm either going to Ocala to see my boyfriend, going home. So I totally get that. So what I want to circle back to, though, is in 2015, okay, I hit 3 months of Success Club. One of those months was August, which means it was Team Cup month. I can almost guarantee you why I hit Success Club that month. Anytime someone was hosting, this is so awful, but you guys know me, you know if it's free, it's for me. If it has prizes, I'm there. Anytime someone was hosting some sort of group or there was like a giveaway of like, hey, if you invite so many people today, you're getting entered for a prize, I was there. So May, I can almost guarantee you it was something like that, either within our group or Brittany Leggett was hosting things. I remember being in one of her groups where I had to submit a tracker showing I invited people, so you best believe I was inviting them. And the very first month, March, I hit Success Club in 2015, and that was just simply because it was like brand new and I was sharing everything. And that's when I had my Nana join, my aunt joined, my cousin joined, and like a few other people. So 3 of those months were because one was just, it was brand new, and the other 2, I can just guarantee you that I was doing what I was actually supposed to for some other motive. Something else was motivating me. And then the 9 out of 12 months that I hit Success Club last year, I can actually tell you that every single month last year, I was doing what I was supposed to, maybe not 100% with all those movings and everything, but I stayed consistent, and I still didn't hit Success Club every month. We're in 2017. We're in the 3rd month of the year, and I have hit Success Club 5 this many times. 0 times have I hit it. And right now is the first time ever, so I've been doing this for just right over 2 years. This month and last month is the first time I've ever questioned, why the heck are you coaching? Like, clearly you're not set out for this. Clearly, even though you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's not working. Like, you're not hitting Success Club. You're not hitting the goals that you've set for yourself. So, like, why are you here? So I have been questioning myself a lot. And so I tried to look back and see, like, what has kept me here? What has kept me going? And before I jumped on this call, I started thinking about those, and I came up with 5 things that have kept me going through all that I told you I've been through over the 2 years, and especially over these last couple of months where I just feel like I've been failing, just falling flat on my face no matter what I do. I've offered incentives, I've done giveaways, I have done my power hour every single day. I actually looked, and I think last month I invited like 73, 75 people, and I still hit Success Club Zero. I did not hit Success Club 5. So here are my 5 things that I truly, honestly believe have kept me here. And I think that if you do the same, they will keep you here too. They will keep you going even when you start to question yourself, when you're failing and you're just like, I want to give up, but don't give up, okay? So here are my 5 things. Number 1 is staying plugged in and showing up. That's going to look differently for everyone as far as like where you can plug in, what, like how you want to plug in. But for me, that was these team calls. I've missed very few team calls. I haven't made all of them. I'm not perfect. There's things that have happened. I've missed some. But even when I was just saying I was just a discount or just a hobby coach, I was still showing up here. Something in me made me want to come and learn. I felt like I had people to hang out with. That sounds awful, but I don't really have a lot of friends, live by myself. So this was like something that I just had people, I could talk to and not just sit by myself. So for me, that was team calls. Another thing that I showed up to was trainings. Even though I classified myself as a hobby coach, I was still in like emerald push groups, diamond push groups, just any training that I could learn new things. And events. When Brittany Leggett is hosting an event for something that is not just her personally sponsored coaches, you freaking show up. Whenever Lindsay Matway and Bonnie Engel and all those top coaches start hosting events and they offer it to all of us, you show up. Now, am I on there every single time someone's on live? Absolutely not. But I catch up. I listen while I'm driving. I listen while I'm doing my power hour, while I'm getting ready in the morning. So you've got to stay plugged in and show up. If you try to do it on your own, if you branch out on your own, you're going to get burnout and you're going to feel like you're doing it alone, and it sucks when you do it alone. So stay plugged in and show up to anything and everything that you can. Online, in person, so like Super Saturdays, Mermaid Camp, I pushed hard to get to that, Summit, any of those types of things that you can go to them. So that's my first thing. Stay plugged in and show up. My number 2 thing is personal development. I know you guys have heard us talk about that, and you're probably like, God, quit talking about personal development. But last year, the 3 months that I did not hit Success Club, I was not reading personal development like I was supposed to because I let other things get in the way, and I wasn't working on me. I wasn't working on my mind. And guys, if you're reading a personal development book and it's not sparking something in you, it's not really helping you, quit reading it. Go get another book. So like if you start a book on business something and you're like, no, this is not what I need right now. Like I don't need to learn about business. I need X, Y, and Z. Go read another book. Who cares that you don't finish it? Like it has to be for you. So figure out what it is that you need to be reading about. Right now I'm doing a devotional that literally takes, it's like 2.5 pages of reading every day, but it has sparked something inside of me that has like never been there before. And the other day, this crazy tangent, but this just makes me think about it. Apparently, I said someone in the Bible, I said their name wrong on my live feed, and my Nana's never going to let me live that down. But anyways, so just find something that like lights you on fire when you read it. Don't think you have to read it because Brittany Leggett's reading it, or you have to read it because Jessica or Jody said like this is the book they're reading. Find what works for you, what sets you on fire, what's helping you. Okay, number 3 thing is stay on your own journey. How many times have you followed coaches and then you're like, where the heck did they go? Like they were doing so good and now they're not here anymore. And I'm not just talking about our team of coaches. Like when you follow other coaches as well. I have someone who I was like, wow, she's so cool. Like she was in college. I like thought she was like my same person. And then she went MIA. So I tried to find her on Facebook and yeah, nowhere to be found. I don't know like where she went. So you've got to stay on your own journey. And when I say stay on your own journey, as far as like health and fitness goes, pick a program and finish it. Like start it and finish it like you're supposed to. Don't decide, like, at least for me, I came to Beachbody because when I went to the gym, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Like I didn't know like what I should work out when. So I needed something that I could just follow. Follow your calendar. Like they made that for a reason. So stay on your own journey and follow the calendar the way you're supposed to. Quit trying to make up your own hybrid program of this and that, and quit trying to one day I'm going to do challenge du jour. One day I think I'm going to do 21-day fix. And, oh, you know what? Maybe tomorrow. Oh, no, tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to skip my workout. Don't do that. Like, stick to actual programs, and it's going to be easier, or at least it has been for me to stay on my journey. When I'm in between programs or in between groups, I just fall flat on my face. So stay to that. And the number 4 thing is be consistent. Be consistent with your workouts. Be consistent with your personal development, with your power hours, with everything that this like journey entails. Be consistent. Be consistently posting, because I can promise you, like, you know how many times we say in a challenge group, like, consistency is key. It really is in all aspects of this. Like, you've got to be consistent. So even on days when maybe you don't want to do your power hour, do something. Do a power 15 minutes, a power 20 minutes. Like, something is better than nothing. But one thing I have learned is that if you're not feeling it, like as far as inviting, don't do it, because other people can feel that too. So there's weeks when I'm just like, oh, I just don't really want to do this. And it's just kind of like copy and paste. And I don't put anything into it. I don't like add my own flair to it. I get no responses back. But like when I'm on fire for inviting, when I'm on fire for whatever is happening in my business, I think other people can feel that too. But you have to do something every single day. So maybe you're not quite at the point of doing a power hour every day. That's not where your business is at. That's not where you're at as a coach. Just do something. Do something every day and do it consistently. It's going to pay off. I promise you it's going to pay off. You may not see it like right now, which kind of sucks sometimes when you don't see it, but it's going to pay off later. And bottom line is, when you don't hit a goal, there's been plenty of goals I haven't hit. I've at least been able to look back and say, I did everything I could to get there. Like, I did everything I was supposed to. Didn't quite pan out the way I wanted it to, but I was consistent and I showed up. And at some point, that's going to pay off, because that's just how the world works. And the 5th thing that I have for you guys, so number 1 was stay plugged in and show up. Number 2, read personal development. Number 3, stay on your own journey. Number 4, be consistent. And number 5, I think this is the biggest one. You've got to believe and have faith in this business. You have to. If not, on the days that you don't want to do things, you're going to fall off. On days that if you don't believe in the workout programs, you're not going to complete them. If you don't believe in Shakeology and what it has to offer, you're not going to drink it. If you don't believe in the power of personal development, you're not going to read it. And sometimes you don't believe in yourself, and so you've got to reach out to other people for that. So like the Income Surge that they just hosted, that Lindsay Matway hosted, there were different coaches in there that shared their journey on this business, and that lit a fire in me like no other. Like, listening to what is truly like available, what is capable in this business, like blew my mind. Like, I've been a little narrow-minded about this business and where I wanted it to go in my life, and after listening to their stories, it's like, wow, like that's what I could do. Like, they're no different than me. Like, they, not even trying to be rude, but some of those people started in a way worse place than I did. Like, if they can go through all of that and have the amount of success that they have, like, so can I. So when you don't believe in yourself, when you start getting down on yourself, lean into other people, lean into the groups that you're in to help pick you up. And I don't mean to start the comparison game, because that's just going to bring you right down. Don't do the comparison game, but lean into them in the fact of like, if they can do it, so can I. Lean in and see what are they doing differently that I'm not doing it, and make changes, right? If you're doing the same thing, if you've been doing the same thing for like 3 months and nothing's working, you got to change it. Figure out what you can change and start tracking it. Figure out what is working, what's not working, whatever it may be. But you have to believe in the business, the products, yourself, and just that what you're doing is going to pay off at some point. And sometimes I think we need to remember not to look at the points game. Like when I say, oh, I hit Success Club 77, like that's how many Success Club points I earned in 2016. Whoop-de-doo, that's a freaking number. What does 77 stand for? But when I look and see, I helped 38 people. I helped 38 people start on a health and fitness journey. Like, that means so much more to me than 77, or the fact that I hit 9 out of 12 months of Success Club. Like, that doesn't matter. Look at the people you're helping and the lives that you are changing. And if you're helping and changing other people's lives, then I can guarantee you're changing your own life. And just that in itself should keep you going. So that's really all I have for you guys. I hope that made sense, helped. I don't know. Does anyone have any questions? Do you want to know anything in particular that maybe I said that didn't quite make sense, or need clarification on anything? No?
You did a great job, Brett. I'm on the road, but I'm listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really loved how you said quit focusing on the numbers and focus on the people. Sometimes we forget that this is all about the people we're helping. It's not about Success Club and income and volume and all these things we start talking about. I mean, those are all, the aftermath of what's really important, and that's helping the people, and all those other things come. So you always lead with your heart, and that's always really apparent. So thank you for all you do and contribute to this team. We certainly would be very different without you. So we think you're a rock star.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm proud of y'all for jumping on too. So great content. I'm really, really proud of you.
Thank you. I will, is there a way for me to send you this recording?